It's great to visit with Anthony Carbajal, the Belle Fourche High School boys soccer coach. Anthony, it's your first time here on Black Hills TV. Hey, thanks for taking time to visit with us.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Since it's your first time here, a lot of soccer fans and sports fans around the Hills area want to know a little bit about you. What's your background?
Sure. Well, I graduated from Belle Fourche High School back in 1992. I left here and joined the United States Coast Guard. I spent about 15 years traveling with them. Amongst my travels, we had 4 children that enjoyed sports, and that's kind of where my coaching career started about 20 plus years ago. And then moved back home and was the head soccer coach for Belle Fourche prior to Anthony Bradley, and now filling the role again.
Yeah. You played soccer yourself?
I did. I played a little bit of soccer as a youth here in Belle Fourche when it was a rec program, and played a little bit of playing our alumni games with some of the boys, and then indoor now and then. So just a little here and there.
You were also a high school wrestler.
I was, yes. That was my main sport in high school.
Did you go to a state tournament?
I did. Yep. I didn't.
You weren't not a state champion?
I wasn't a state champion, but it sure was fun. We had an incredible team and great coach. Graydon Daly was the head coach there, and it was a good time.
You've already played some games, and let's kind of recap those.
Okay, our first game was in Hot Springs. The team looked really strong, and we ended up with a 13-0 finish there. And then we turned right around and played Rapid City Central here. Very strong team. They definitely exposed some of our weaknesses, things we needed to work on. They played a really strong finish. The weather was hot. It was pretty brutal, but they stuck it out. They really showed, I think, with that game, our conditioning was really strong. Most of our guys played the full game, minute or two out, and so we've really put a lot of emphasis on our conditioning, training for the pace of the game and not the length, and it really showed. And so even though we had a tough loss, it was a good game to have right off the bat, kind of see where we're at, a good judge for us, especially up against a strong team like Central. And then we just recently played Douglas in Rapid City, and we finished with a 6-3 win. So again, very happy with the results of that. With the Douglas game, we fine-tuned a lot of those things that we were, some of the weaknesses that we had, and just kind of improving on a few of the minor things. But as far as the way they played, the technical game, they played really well. There's a lot of chemistry with these boys, and it showed.
If one team is more conditioned than the other, does that kind of show up toward the end and maybe more shots on goal?
It does. For us, we've got a really strong 11-guy lineup. And so for them to be able to play a 90-minute game with, only pulling them out for a minute or two, in my mind is pretty instrumental in that dynamics and the chemistry and the way the team plays together. We also have a really strong second string that goes in. They get them their break, but when they're in there, they're filling the role well. And so we were really happy with that. And even into the first half, we're not subbing. We're playing hard, and when we hit that second half, it showed.
Who are the players you rely on?
We've got some returning. We lost a lot of seniors last year. We have 2 returning seniors, Josiah Trimble and Conrad Schreier, very strong. And then we got a handful of juniors. We've got Ethan Jensen. We've got Tristan Hendricks, Charles Alberts up front. And then we've got Anthony Staley and Braden Carbajal in our defense with Conrad as well. The 2 Staleys, Ethan and Anthony, both brothers, and they you can tell where they're at there. They've got quite a bit of height on them there in the back. And Aiden Boyles, we've got Aiden Boyles, who's a freshman that plays well, and then our right forward is Drake Sutter, an 8th grader, and he really shined for an 8th grader. He'll be one to keep your eyes on.
Yeah. Good chemistry with the team?
Very good chemistry. These boys, throughout the year, if you don't find them here, you're finding them somewhere playing soccer together. And so that's what I've loved about these boys. I've coached them for years, growing up. And so to have the opportunity to coach them again at this level, kind of a dream come true for me. And and that's what I love most about them is their passion, their chemistry, there's no attitudes out here. They play well as a team. They know our expectations. We don't put up with that. I have no room for arrogance and attitudes. They're a family out here, and it shows. And they play very well together, and they love the game, and it really comes out in the passion that they have.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We've got a great start. I've got high expectations for the season, and I hope that they will continue to excel, which I have no doubts they will. They can do a lot this year.
We appreciate you taking time to visit with us here on Black Hills TV.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity.